Okay. Let's get started. This is gonna be my Super Metroid run recorded for the first time. I hope the audio is good. I always wonder that. Let me speak a little closer. Come in a little closer. I think it's good. I always feel like maybe the game's too quiet. Maybe that's good. I don't want to turn myself down. How is that? Is that good? Maybe. Turn it up a little bit for me. Alright, let me open this. Is it lagging? Hold on. Let's just start. Yeah, I've played this game a million times. If that's not obvious. Here we go. This was my... Hold on. Did I 100% the last time I played this, did I 100% it in 2 hours? I always forget how quick this game is. Okay. I don't think it's lagging. Should be good. But yeah, I've played this game. Hold on. Dash is X. This is Y. This is how I have to play it. Please don't judge me if you're watching this. Okay.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
Iconic. I hope the lighting is better too. I moved my ring light successfully. The only thing that successfully happened since I started streaming again. I first battled the Metroids on planet Zebes. It was there that I foiled the plans of the space pirate leader Mother Brain to use the creatures to attack galactic civilization. Okay. I thought it was gonna move on. I next fought the Metroids on their home world, SR-388. I completely eradicated them except for a larva, which after hatching, followed me like a confused child. I'm saving my thoughts for after this opening sequence. I personally delivered it to the Galactic Research Station at Ceres so scientists could study its energy producing qualities. about to sneeze. She's in her power suit still, right? We're gonna see. The scientists' findings were astounding. They discovered that the powers of the Metroid might be harnessed for the good of civilization. Satisfied that all was well, I left the station to seek a new bounty to hunt. But I had hardly gone beyond the asteroid belt when I picked up a distress signal. And this is where her left eye changes, closes, and then she's angry. Sari's station was under attack. Phew. So good. It's so good. So my thoughts on this is, yeah, she is in her power suit, because this game is when she gets her Varia suit for the first time, so she doesn't have those huge, like super huge shoulders yet, because she used her power suit in the first two games. It's just like, it's so good. And like, you have to consider how big of an upgrade this game is compared to the first two games. Well, first of all, it's in color again. It's 16-bit on a powerful new console. But with that said, it opens with her recounting the story of the first two games, because this game builds off of that, obviously. And Metroid Prime kind of followed in the footsteps, where we visit the space station as an opening sequence. I don't know how speedrunners do this fight in like a few seconds. It sets the tone. This game just is a masterpiece in setting the tone from top to bottom. Starting the game with an escape sequence. It's a masterpiece. And let me just say right now, I'm by no means yeah, as you can tell, I don't speedrun this game like most people who are playing it on Twitch currently probably are doing. But I just wanted to record myself playing this game now that I'm streaming again, because I've been playing a lot of Metroid games and prep for Prime 4, which I'll be playing in a few days on Thursday. Look at this. Transition. She's going to Zebes. Back to Zebes. Really cool detail that I like is instead of fading out, it pans down to fade into her ship descending down from the sky, which is such a cool detail that I've not seen people talk about. I guess she kind of does have the shoulders. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I haven't played the original Metroid 2. I enjoyed Samus Returns, and I think it's a great remake. It wasn't perfect, but I think that's because it was put on the 3DS. Metroid developers, though, are just very well known for pushing the hardware of whatever system they're putting a Metroid game on. I think they did it with Samus Returns. They did it with this game. They did it with Prime on GameCube and on Wii. But yeah, I guess I haven't even mentioned this is my favorite Metroid game, but it also is definitely in the top 3 of my favorite video games ever. And I've played it a lot. It is certainly my favorite Metroid game. I don't think there will be another Metroid game that I'm ever going to enjoy more than this one. And that's why I started playing Castlevania too. Or Castlevania as well. I started playing that a few weeks ago because I've always been told that like Super Metroid and can I watch them? Okay. And Symphony of the Night are like the grandfathers, quote unquote, of Metroidvanias. And I love Metroidvanias. That's what led me to play Ori and Hollow Knight. And I've wanted to get into more indie Metroidvanias because I love Metroid so much. I love 2D Metroid a lot. So yeah, I started playing Castlevania, and it's been really fun. It is very clear that it is Metroidvania style. I don't know why I was expecting it to be different. I mean, it is different from Metroid, but the concept of backtracking and everything that makes a Metroidvania is present in that game. So obviously, I'm having a good time playing it. I did get a little angry at a boss the other day. But I mean, considering like Hollow Knight, that kind of just can be a standard. I'm just used to Nintendo has a strong focus that their games should be playable and beatable by all kinds of gamers, which is a challenge because they're always going to stick to that value, but they still have to appeal to the dedicated fans who kind of want a challenge, which is I'm excited to see how Prime 4 pulls that off, because I know it's not going to be a super difficult game, but it still has to be captivating and engaging and have to have good gameplay, which, I mean, if it follows in the trilogy's footsteps, I don't see why it wouldn't have fun gameplay, and they're adding new mechanics and stuff like that. But Dread did that well too, where it's like, yeah, it was beatable by most players, but it still had like the Emmy zones being a challenge for everybody, and having to beat the game within a certain time to get all the endings. They added like little things like for the dedicated fans. That made it really good. I just love Mercury's team. They took care of Metroid so well. And I've said it before, but it's really sad to hear about their employee conditions, that all that stuff was going on and being talked about. Let me morph ball, please. This is where it gets fun. Okay. Or not. It's just gonna die. Also, a very cool thing I have to mention. I think, especially like, I guess, people who played the original in the 80s or even in the early 90s before this game came out, would definitely not expect the statue to become a boss. And even people who this was their first Metroid game wouldn't expect that. Like, this thing that just gave me an item is going to stand up. And like I said, this game just does so well with setting the tone for the rest of the game, and it immediately teaches you, even with like the space pirates randomly appearing once the camera sees you, that I'm talking so I don't know what I'm doing. It just teaches you to expect the unexpected in a new way, because Metroid already did that. Given to beat that game, you have to find the hidden walls and secret passageways and stuff like that. Super just has done a good job at expanding upon that idea. And like this, the game is nice sometimes. It can be forgiving. But it wouldn't be a Metroid game if you didn't get lost and confused. Because a good Metroid game is going to force you to consider all of your options. Especially when you have a lot of abilities, it's like, okay, I have to think about my arsenal and what do I have and what can I try and what haven't I tried. It's a fun time when you play it for the first time, but what's really special about this game is, maybe not for everybody, but for most people, it just has such great replayability. Like, I can play this game over and over and I will always have fun doing it. Okay, let me focus here because I think this is going to take me a few tries. Okay, I already failed. Let's do that again. I haven't played in a little while. Oh my gosh, did I jump? No, too late. I know I can do it. It just always takes me a handful of times. Normally the jump I have down, it's the whatever the ball thing is called that I struggle with. I'm pressing the button too late. I'm surprised I can't even do the jump part. I feel like that's easier. I think I jumped too early. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Maybe not a handful of tries, maybe like several handfuls. Ah, come on. Well, I got the jump. I forget what the ball method is called. It has a name. Pretty sure. I jumped too early. Oh my gosh, Samus, please. This is like... There we go. I was gonna say, this is a, some sequence breaks in this game are like really not necessary, especially if you aren't a talented speedrunner, because it's like the time it takes you to try to do a sequence break, it doesn't really save you any time, it just makes things longer. But some of them are really helpful, and I think this is one of them. Actually, this definitely is one, because this sequence break lets you skip the first boss, or I guess the second boss, technically the third boss if you count Ridley. And like, I'm thinking wave beam, getting wave beam early. is also a really helpful one that makes things easier. So you don't have to backtrack as much. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I could have done worse. I forget. Yeah, this, okay. Metroid loves its fake floors. I guess I haven't mentioned this is a banger of a song too. Okay, this is one that generally, until I have more super missiles, it might not be worth trying to get right now because I only have 5 super missiles, so refilling. Yeah. Refilling can take some time. So I'm not going to stick around here. Oh, it's... Maybe I'm lucky. 3 super missiles right off the bat? 4? Wow, I am lucky. I swear that never happens. In my experience, you have to like stand in the perfect spot for it to work. I swear this, it never gives me super missiles here. Like 1 per like 15 enemies, I feel like is usually what happens to me. Well, I got my reserve tank up. Oops. My nose is so itchy. I'm sorry. I should have 20 missiles, right? It's giving me more supers than regular. Okay, let's just try it. One more time. And then I'll move on. It's only for a super missile tank. And I can just come back later. There was one point in high school when I played this game that I played it so much, I'd play it like once a week, that I memorized where all the pickups were. So I could just 100% off memory. But as time went on, I have not gotten as good as that as I once was. Alright. Let me refill so I have some for the green doors. And then I'll move on. I'm not gonna stay here forever. Oh, now you don't want to give me anything. Really? I need 1. I have to have 1. Okay. That being said, what I was trying to say is I'm gonna try to get as many as I can based off my memory, but I might not be 100%ing on this recording. But I've been replaying Metroid games, like my favorites at least. And I wanted to save this one for last, right before Prime 4. Because it's my favorite. I really wish I could have played the trilogy, like all the Prime games. But I've already said this before, but... Is this a super or a power bomb door? No. I've said it before, I just don't want to emulate or try to hook up my Wii to my computer. I'm just too lazy to do that. And plus, I had no issue replaying the 2D games. And now, there's not enough time. Because the game, Prime 4 comes out in a few days. The game teaching you that you can sprint here. But I mean, if you look at the controls in the menu, you would already know that. There's a few people I've watched who play this game for the first time. And they do a very cool thing where it's like, it's especially playing this for the first time, and I've seen people play this game as their first Metroid game, which is wild. And some people do the cool thing where if they get stuck or can't figure out something, they'll read the game manual, the original one from '94, to figure something out, which is just really cool because it's like that was what was intended. Dang it, I should have known. Me though, when I play games for the first time, I am so quick to look up a guide. And now that I'm streaming again, I'll try not to do that with games I haven't played. I have been looking at guides for these Metroid games a few times. Just because... Don't grab me, please. Only because I have 100% in them before. But with new games, I'm going to try not to do that. The only thing I've looked up for Castlevania wasn't even a guide. I was at Death, the boss. And I was struggling, and I just want to make sure I wasn't struggling because I was missing like a vital ability or power up. And I watched a video just to see if there was something I was missing. But other than that, I've definitely been getting lost and just running around the map trying to figure things out, which has been fun. It can be aggravating sometimes, but with Metroidvanias, that is just what's to be expected. A lot of people get confused on this. I can't look at other areas, can I? On that power bomb tunnel. But the game shows you it's a new area. You learn about Meridia start of the game. And I'm not saying it's obvious, but it's not a fault of the game because it is showing you that that is a new area, so it could be the entrance or one of the entrances to the area. What am I doing? Once again, I've said it before, I can't talk and play at the same time. I don't know how speedrunners do it. Oats and Goats, I've watched some of his super playthroughs. He is out of his mind crazy. Let's see if I can do this. Very talented gamer, though. I don't know much about his background, but I'm sure that didn't just come naturally. Like, that is something that definitely takes practice. I've seen him sometimes, he'll like almost like do training where he uses the emulator or whatever it is where you can just replay certain sections to practice it, and gives his tips on how to do it, which is very cool. We don't deserve him. This is a very cool thing too. For the OG players, they're like, oh, this is the boss? Kraid's back, this is him? And I can kill him with 3 missiles? Once again, it teaches you to expect the unexpected. The unexpected being a boss that is the size of 3 rooms tall. And I wish I could be a speedrunner and defeat him in like 10 seconds with like 3 super missiles, but I can't do that. I know he immediately raises with 1 super missile. Alright. I tried getting super missiles in, but I can never do it. It's that stupid hand. I never know how to time that with this hand. You know what I haven't seen a lot of is queer Metroid fans. Not that I've seen or met. I know they're out there, but that's not usually the type of like people that you see making YouTube videos about these games and playing them and whatnot. Maybe I'll have to like specifically search for that, because I'm sure there's some very cool queer people that play Metroid out there. Get out here, baby Kraid. And she's slightly oranger now, which is great. I always forget if there's an item over here. Either there is, and I gaslight myself saying there isn't. Come on, Samus. Don't embarrass me. I keep wanting to spring ball because I just came from playing Super. Or is this like a save? Yeah, that's what I always get tripped up on. I can never remember if it's a save or an item. Which is so sneaky. Why can't I do this? Okay. Whew. Like I said, my memory isn't perfect. But I know where like a good 75% of the items are. I keep getting the triggers messed up too, which I think I talked about yesterday when I was finishing uh, Zero Mission. Zero Mission, I kept aiming up instead of down and vice versa because I'm used to playing Super all the time. Because in this game, it's opposite. Alright, here we go. I didn't check if my camera placement is good. I think so. It's not covering the map or anything important. Boots. Boots the house, if you will. I wonder why they spelled it H-I instead of H-I-G-H. Maybe just because it feels more spacey. Where's that guy? I also don't understand that decision. Okay. I think there's a lot of doors in here. I can get Ice Beam. I can. I don't technically need to do this early. I could just come back with Speed Booster. I'm back and forth. I usually get it early or I just come back. There's not really... I'm sure there's a reason to get it early with certain speed runs, but when I'm playing, it doesn't really benefit me either way. Not that I can remember. And of course the game is putting enemies here to show off the weapon right outside the room. Audio being weird, per usual. Does it once per recording, every time. I think I just want to start using, I need to just get wired headphones. Oh god. Only I could mess this up. I don't really need like whatever type of headphones they're called, like the boom, you know what I'm saying? I just need to get wired earbuds. I think it's like a sensory thing for me. I can only use earbuds as headphones because maybe I'm just used to it, but I can't go this way because this is the high ledge. Wait, no. Is this right? Yeah, this is right. Just when something's covering my entire ear, I get kind of freaked out. It's just my anxiety, I think. And paranoia. I don't know why I'm going down here. One of these I do need to go down though. I think it's this one? Yeah. I didn't really check my health before I just jumped in. It's fine though. I'm good. I'm good. Samus is good. Let's see how far I can get. Jump, Samus, please. Okay. Might have to. It's already been 40 minutes. Jeez. How did I beat this 100% this in 2 hours? The other night I said it took me 3 hours usually. Which I feel like is more accurate. It's almost been an hour. And I haven't even got to... wave beam or grappling hook. Honestly, like... I was gonna say gravity suit is like a halfway point, I would say, of this game. Somewhere in the wreck ship. Maybe Fantoon. Because Meridia is, I feel like, is the... Warfare is usually known as the biggest section, but I feel like Meridia takes the longest. Meridia is always the most difficult for me on remembering where to go, like how to optimize your path to get all the items. Because it's easy to get turned around in there and have to go back and forth, which going back and forth in Meridia is a time consumer. Oops. My bad. Fire seahorses. That's how I've always seen them. Come on, Samus. Don't hit me. No grappling hook? No problem. Alright, there we go. I need to keep track of what time it is. Okay. I'm back. Oh, thank God for that. I really almost died. And I have not saved once. Because I usually don't need to. Okay. What was I saying? I'm back to the, after having some off time for Thanksgiving. Because I have multiple jobs, as I've said before. So today is one of those days where I have a few hours off and then I go to a different job. But I really wanted to start playing Super so I could finish it by the time Prime 4 comes out. So I scheduled in a little 2-hour session. Apparently I can beat the game in that time. I don't believe that. Maybe I didn't finish that save file, but I'm pretty sure the last time I played I 100%'d it. I know there's another one. Okay, maybe not. Hey, it's those guys from Magmore Caverns. It's such a cool idea to come back to Zivus. They're like, we've upgraded the graphics so much since the first game. What is this? What is this? A save? I think that's a way to get to Crocomire. Yeah, I'm going to Ridley's Lair right now for some reason. And this just takes me to Wave Beam. Yeah. Where am I going? Where am I going? I was trying to say, like, they upgraded the graphics, so it was just a really cool idea. Like, they must have been thinking, what if we just went back to the original place she once was? And then we're seeing all these enemies from the first game, like, redesigned. Alright, this is what I want. Alright, can I kill you? Yeah. Is there something behind you? I know sometimes there is. One of those guys has something behind him. Alright, this is how we get to Crocomire. Down here. Here we go. I love this boss. I know some people don't. It's very simple, but I love his design and the whole sequence. Oops. Oops. Hold on. Sure, I'll take that. Or not. I keep not jumping high enough. Yeah, I love it. I think it's very simple and easy, but it's very cool. You can see it move over here. Gotta wait for all his bits to come over. Alright. Almost made it. I hesitated. Okay. don't even know what I'm saying. Here we go. Wait a second. This is an item because the save is up there. Sometimes I think this is just a save. But this is definitely an item. Is that 55 now? There should be 250. Just like Prime, if I remember correctly. And 50 super missiles. 50 super missiles, 50 power bombs. 14 energy tanks per usual. Technically 18. Okay. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Did I just soft lock myself because I'm dumb and I'm moving too quickly? Unless I'm really good at the game. Okay, I am. I almost soft locked myself. Right? Yeah. Did I miss a power bomb earlier in the game? I don't think so. I'm really forgetting how this game is meant to be played. So like, you get power bombs on your way to the wrecked ship. So I guess the game just has you backtrack. But what's stopping you from coming here before power bombs? I don't know. I'm just used to the way I always play it. Maybe you don't need power bombs. I'm misremembering. Alright, we'll see if I can do this first try. Oh, guess not. Within one shine spark. Okay, I did. I think I just did like one of those, whatever it's called, where you get hit by an enemy so it propels you forward. I think I just did that by accident. I'll have to play that back. I don't think I would have made it unless that enemy hit me. Very cool moment here. I would say the game teaches you here, but I don't think a speed boost jump is ever required again after that. Usually rooms aren't big enough. There is this streamer M Wins on YouTube, and I think she played Metroid, Super Metroid for the first time, and she just cracks me up because she has like the most distaste for the grappling beam. It's really funny, but valid. It does control a little weird, and I can understand that when you're new to it. I usually never save in this game, but I'm gonna play it safe because usually when I start recording Metroid games, suddenly I lose all ability to play them well. Which sounds like I'm lying, but I feel like I'm under pressure. I jumped too early. Under pressure as if there's like a bunch of people watching, which is not true. Come on, I know I can do better than that. Okay, whatever. I couldn't do it, whatever. I wanted to be cool. I either was too early or too late, as the case with most things so far in this game. You know what that save file actually might have been, and I'm realizing it? It probably was, that was my playtime for like one of the only times that I saved in the game. Because I'm pretty sure when I 100% it, it was like 3.5 hours. But I didn't save from me beating it, so it just reports when the last time I saved in the game was. That's probably it. Because I'm looking at this and I've been playing for like 50 minutes. Probably 55 minutes. And I'm like, this is definitely not almost halfway through the game. Not saying it's a very long game, but 100%ing it for a normal player definitely takes longer than 2 hours. Come on, Samus. Alright. Phantoon is next. I don't think I can make it a gravity suit. Maybe. Well, maybe I can. In another like 45 minutes-ish. Wrecked ship isn't too bad. Getting all the items is a little tricky. There's that one in the outdoor area that I absolutely hate getting. But we'll see how it goes. I'll definitely get to Phantoon. Another thing when I watch people play this for the first time is when they get to, not Botwoon, Dragon. When they get to Dragon. And they just fight them the quote-unquote intended way. And I always forget, I'm like, wow, this boss is actually kind of difficult. Should I get this now? I guess so. Isn't this the X-ray scope? I forget that Dragon is a difficult boss. Because I'm so used to just cheesing him. Okay. Pretty sure this is X-ray scope. This is another spot where I gaslight myself into thinking there's a missile in here. But I don't think so. It just is so big, it seems like the perfect spot to hide a missile. I guess saving this for later might be smart because I rarely use the item cancel button. So it just adds another thing to rotate through. But I can't complain about it if I'm not using the button they gave me to combat that issue. Okay. I might actually use the X-ray scope if I'm forgetting something and need a double check. Okay, that kind of went well. That was a lot better than when I entered the room. Is this a... whatever. Yeah, give me that back. I'm pretty sure the speedrunning strat is to wall jump this, but because this opening is so small at the top, I can never get it right. No, don't. Okay. Please don't push me into the evil flower mouths, because I always get trapped in them. These, oh my god. I'm so bad. I'm literally so bad. It's these stupid flying guys. Abolish every flying enemy in every single Metroidvania. They are never fun. Okay, that time is just on me. Where you're supposed to get power bombs? Okay. 10, and then I should get 15 up here in a room with more of those exact enemies that are kicking my ass for some reason. Another very cool detail. See, this is a moment of Super Metroid being forgiving, because even though it is difficult to find, the original Metroid did not care. It did not give hints, ever, I feel like. But this is showing you that this one's different, so you can go inside of it. Don't grab me. Don't grab me. Okay. And wreck ship, which I said last night, I think. My headcanon is, because even though I'm pretty sure it's confirmed that the wrecked ship is not the Space Pirate Mothership, in my headcanon they are the same ship, because I just think that's cooler. And it's not crashed ship, it's wrecked ship. Because the mothership self-destructed when it was already landed. Let's see. Do I want to go back now? To get... There's a hair in my mouth. Sorry, that was gross. I believe it's a... Isn't it? Is it a reserve tank? Or an energy tank? I know eventually it leads to 2 missiles. But the first item, it's either reserve tank or energy tank. Whoa, what was happening there? Hopefully I have enough power bombs. Because I definitely don't have screw attack. Oh yeah, I'm totally fine. There might be more in here though. No, it is energy tank. I hope I don't need a gravity suit for those. I don't think so. Yeah, there are more back here right there. Yep. They brought this song back in Prime 3, which I always love when I replay that game. For the Space Pirate Homeworld. It fits so well. And in like the Prime soundscape, sound font. It's really cool. No, 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 no. I'm gonna cheat, I'm gonna cheat. Don't be mad at me. There we go. Once again, I was moving too quickly. I could have done it first try if I just stopped and thought for a second. If I end up 100%ing, this just makes my life easier. That's another really cool thing about Oats and Goats. I'm pretty sure he does like... He doesn't just do any percent, he does all kinds of runs. And I know he's done 100% runs. Which are my favorites to watch. Especially for Metroid. Like, the crazy out of bounds stuff. Like, I occasionally watch videos on that. Because it does like bring a community of people together. Like the Wind Waker, the boundary skip to get to Ganon's Tower and Wind Waker is one that I know about. And something about screw attacking in Prime 2 in what's that area called? The Fortress. Like, that stuff is cool. But I usually prefer watching 100% runs. Alright, this is another thing that... It's one of those that I spend so much time trying to get this right to the point that just doing it the intended way would be quicker. But I'm stubborn and I like to do it. And I think the last time I played, I did it first try. But normally this takes me like at least 20 tries. Yeah. It's tough. It's just barely long enough to get a Shine Spark in. Samus. I pressed right. I pressed right. Don't mess with me right now. Thank you, Samus. I'll take third try. I probably saved like 3 or 5 seconds doing it in 3 tries. Okay, Fantoon. There's always a missile I miss in this vertical shaft. I believe. There's no missiles in here. I know that. I also don't have full energy right now. I'm pretty close to full missiles, I think. Which is good. But, I do have my reserve tank. This guy usually does a lot of damage to me. Let me see. I don't think taking Ice Beam off makes a difference on these ads, honestly, because they don't get frozen. I guess I could have hit you there. How did I... Oh. Okay, really bad start. I don't... Maybe you can't hit him there. Yeah, I've already taken so much damage. I definitely need to clear these out. No health? For real? These do not want to drop health. There we go. How did I lose so much health? It was that bad start, I guess. These ads do not feel very good. He just has so much health. Can I deal damage there? I feel like I usually don't. Maybe that's why this takes me so long. Huh. My beam makes contact, so I feel like I can. I guess I'm just not used to doing it. There we go. Restore the power, please. Do your little swirl. I love that boss theme too. For Kraid and Phantoon. It's a very good one. Bamboos. I believe these were Bamboos' first appearance. Let's see, there's some kind of missile somewhere in the shaft. I'm pretty sure. I am pretty sure. There was an opening on the right. It might be in there. What's in here? Is it a no, it can't be a save. This isn't very good on low health. Can I missile these? Okay, good. Alright. Let me just power bomb this. That is the tough part, is I don't have spring ball. I guess I don't need it. Never mind. I was like, I can bomb jump if I really want to. Alright, there shouldn't be anything here. I don't think there is. But I just want to double check. Bro, get out of my way. Alright. I knew there was something hidden in this shaft that I usually forget. I need gravity suit for that room. This room is the save. I should probably kill some enemies for health. Because I'm not going to get an energy tank for a little bit longer. Come on, Samus. You skinny queen. Okay. The Room of Death. But maybe it can give me some health. Or just take my health away. Yeah, or I just keep getting hurt. Instead. And wasting my super missiles. Alright, there we go. I believe this is all just for a missile tank. And I have to deal with these robots. Which honestly aren't as bad as Zero Mission. Because your beam can at least move them. There we go. Once again, I'm going to double check. This isn't a 2-item situation. Okay, I don't think so. That's what I thought. There's not something up here. Yeah, no. Okay, time to kill these guys again. Bro is spitting on me. The bamboos are at least nice with giving health. They usually give a big one. A full 20. Alright, here we go. This is what I can struggle with. The annoying part is you gotta keep this guy on screen. You can't just wait for it to come back. Because it won't move physically within the game. Unless it's on screen. Which may be a hardware thing. I don't think they deliberately intended that. But it would be nice if that were not the case. This is an item that just without a guide just takes an immense amount of what's the word? Just being very detailed and looking in every possible corner. But I mean, even knowing where this enemy is difficult if it's your first time. So, can't really explain this one. Let's see if I can do this right. I should be able to, yeah, just walk into it. I totally just killed that guy. It would be so much worse if it had to be bombed. Wait, hold on. I'm missing. There's an item. There's a missile over here. Is there not? I know there is. No, that just takes me down. This takes me down to the beginning room, which I definitely don't want. I swear there's a missile on this side. Yeah, I knew it. Okay, good. I don't think I've missed anything so far. I don't think. I mean, sure, there might have been things that... Oh no. But now I'm stuck, aren't I? Maybe I can do it. I feel like it's possible. Yeah. Is that not where I came from? No. Oh. I don't even remember where I came from. I should probably just grapple beam this. I swear I'm pressing to the right. I just don't do it in the perfect sequence. I press the right. I press right on the D-pad too quickly, I think is my issue. Come on, Samus. Don't do this to me. Well, I'm definitely not getting gravity suit before I have to leave. Maybe. I definitely could have done it if I didn't fall down here. If I was smart, I wouldn't have to be doing this twice in one playthrough. Come on. I'm not doing it. I'm just not. It's only annoying because I should be better at this game than I am doing right now. That's why it's annoying me. I love this game, but I'm mad at myself. I have to go through that room where you have to kill every enemy. That's probably the worst part about this, is having to do this room 3 times instead of 2. How did that one get frozen so quick? I was gonna wait and then I didn't. Was it already unlocked? I swear it locks every time. Is that not right? Is that not true? Maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe it's only the those green guys that you have to kill. Let's see. This way. That wasn't so bad. I was getting annoyed for no reason. It's really not bad. It's just inconvenient, which is what's annoying. Beep, ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. The Samus colored Zoomer. The only one in the game. It's a very weird detail that I will never understand, but it is neat. This is where Prime got its idea from. Holding Samus's morph ball like it's a item. I've been awake today for almost 14 hours now. I woke up at like 3:45 this morning. For some reason, like I didn't even have a dream or anything weird like that. And it's not like I went to bed super early. I think I fell asleep around like 10:30, which is good because I've had a bad sleep schedule recently, which is not good with the job that I work, where I've been like staying up till like 2 and then getting up at 7 or 8. So I went to bed at a reasonable time last night, but it's not like I went to bed super early. But I woke up at 3:45 and just couldn't fall back asleep. So I kind of just laid on my phone for for like 30 minutes, and then I got up and started my day. Which is fine. I've been somewhat productive. Let's see, do I have to speed boost for an item here? I don't remember. No. Okay. Right? Yeah, I don't think so. Second reserve tank. I just need that energy tank. There we go. I underestimated myself. My favorite suit. I've said it before. I'll say it again. This is my favorite Samus suit. And I was speculating if they'll put Gravity Suit in Prime 4. And look, the game drops you immediately in water to show you what it does. And then you think, oh, there's that room with water in here. That must be where I go. Which means the Metroidvania is doing its job. On the blinking door. Oh, come on. What was I saying? What was I saying earlier? Oh, Prime 4. I really don't... I think it's going to introduce, like... You start with the Varia suit. And there's that red suit that they've been promoting. I'm sure there will be another one that they're saving for players to experience. in game is my theory, but I'm thinking that other than the Varia suit that you start with, no other suits are gonna return. Which, oops, I've said before too, like, it won't disappoint me because it's been done enough times. It's like, it's tough to say because you can argue it's been done so many times because it just always works. And you can argue that it's been done enough to where it's not really needed, which is kind of where I sit on it. It would be kind of interesting to play a Metroid game without being underwater at some point. I'm trying to think, like, other than the first two games, if there's ever a Metroid game where you don't go underwater. You do Prime 1, Prime 2. Do you go underwater in Prime 3? You might not. Maybe Prime 3 didn't have water. It didn't have a water section. And there's no gravity suit in that game. Huh. Yeah, I guess Prime 3 didn't. Alright, let me get to a Meridia save, and that'll probably be good for today. Zero mission, you go underwater. Samus Returns, you do. Super Metroid, you do. Fusion, you do. Dread, you definitely do. Oops. Prime 1, Prime 2. Yeah, it's really only Prime 3. From the mainline games, at least. Let's see. Where am I going? Right here. Alright. This is the most difficult area, in my opinion. There's a lot of, like, one-way passages. Well, maybe not a lot. It's separated into that top and lower section, and there's not really a fast way to get back and forth. And this should be a save. Alright. Well, I got gravity suit. I hope I gave enough input on the game and Metroid in general. I'm very excited to play Prime 4. If you're seeing this, I will be playing it on Thursday, December 4th. I'm going to pick up my game once the store opens in the morning, and I'll come back and immediately start playing it. And I'll probably be playing it for a good while, with maybe a break in between, because it's hard for me to play a game for lots of hours without stopping. Although I did do that with Silksong a few times, where I played like for 6 to 8 hours straight without taking a break. So it is possible if I really like the game. So we'll see. But I am streaming it Thursday, December 4th, and I'll probably stream it all weekend because I'm not going to want to play anything else. My goal is maybe I can finish Super Metroid. I can maybe finish it tomorrow. Oh, look. When was the last time I played it? Oh, August. I played it a few months ago. That's kind of funny. I don't think I beat it, though, in August. Sometimes I just start playing it because I'm bored and, like, returning to it, but don't, like, beat it. I just want to play it for a little bit. I can maybe beat this game because I have a little bit more time tomorrow night. Maybe I can beat it and then play Castlevania one more time Wednesday. before I devote all my time to Prime 4. So, but if you're interested and you're watching this, I will be streaming Prime 4. I know most Metroid fans will also be playing Prime 4, so we'll see if I pull in any new people that watch it and maybe feel like they want to try out Metroid. So that would be fun too. If you're watching this post recording, I appreciate you, and I'll be back tomorrow.